Hey, what's up guys? Today's video is a fast and easy solo car duplication glitch. Shout out to the founders on this one. The original founders were Obese Giraffe and Celestial Gaming HD, and the founder of the workaround is Unepical. So shout out to you guys, great job finding this. The requirements for this one, you will need to be in an invite only session. You will have to have a nightclub with either garages 2 and 3 or 2, 3, and 4, and I'll get into that in a little bit. You also are going to have a car that you want to dupe, most likely one of the custom elegies, in either garage 2 or 3, depending on which one you're going to start this off with, and also a car that you want to dupe over. It can be a free elegy, a Fagio, doesn't really matter. So I have those cars set up. It doesn't really matter what location the cars are in the garage, and I'll go ahead and show you. So to actually get this glitch to work, what you need to do is I would have to walk up to the garage door there, so I get the menu to exit where it says you want to exit, go to garage 1, 3, 4. Again, I'm in garage 2, so I'm going to go ahead and select garage 3 as if I wanted to go into that one. So you basically walk up to the door, and since I'm doing it in garage 2, I'm going to walk up and make sure that I hover over 3. If you were going to do this in garage 3, you would go ahead and get to this part right here and hover over garage 4. Now, the biggest part of this glitch, what you need to do is listen for a couple of tones. When you hit the A button on Xbox to go ahead and accept that you want to go to the garage, you have to wait about a split second. The black screen comes up, you hit up, and then you have to hit A immediately right after. And if I was quiet enough for you guys to hear, there's two distinct tones. When you hit the up button, there's a high-pitched tone. When you hit the A button, there's kind of a lower-pitched, deeper tone. And if you hit the up button too quick, you might not hear the up tone, and you might hear the bigger tone for the A button, or vice versa. If you hit the up and you don't hit the A button quick enough, you won't hear the second one. You need to hear both of them. Now, what'll happen is if you do it right, you'll be on a permanent black loading screen, and then you're going to want to make sure that you join a friend who is in a different targeting mode. So I started this off in free aim, and I ended up joining Bonnie Bard, who I knew was in assisted aim. So that will get you out. You basically accept the first alert, and then when the second alert comes up, you just basically decline it. Now, you run up to the blue light in your garage to swap the cars, and you swap the car that you want to dupe with the car you want to dupe over. In this case, it would be the Fagio, and you see how in the menu they switched, but on the screen the cars did not switch place, so you know the glitch is working now. And at this point, all you would need to do is get in the car that you want to dupe. You'll see right now I got the goose plate right now. When I drive out, we'll get a new plate. And then there's a couple ways that you can go ahead and save this car, whether you have an MOC or if you have a CEO office with the custom mod shop in it. Just if you can use a CEO office and mod shop, you have to make sure whichever garage you drive it into has an empty slot so that you drive the car in and you do not replace the car. You end up just driving it right in. You go ahead and modify the plate, either change the color, change the plate, then you drive it back out and into your nightclub garage that you originally started this glitch from. In this case, I would drive it back into garage 2 because that's where I started from. So I'm using the MOC, so what I do is call up my MOC. If it doesn't allow you to call it, just get out of the car, wait a second, and then it'll allow you to call the MOC in. So we're just going to go ahead and drive in the back of the MOC. It doesn't matter if there's a car in there. If it asks you to swap a car, that's alright. It'll swap it into the garage this one came out of, and then when you drive this one back into that same garage, it'll swap it back. So don't worry about that. Just really important if you're using the CEO office method that you drive it into a garage that has an empty slot. So what I'm going to do is drive it in, then I drive it out. Just to let you guys know too, it does not matter how many cars you have in the garage you start this from, like say garage 2. You could have just 2 cars, the car you want to dupe and the car you want to dupe over. It doesn't really matter. So I get out and I'm like, what the hell? It's the first time I've seen this happen. So like an idiot, I tried to go the quickest way possible, and then I got to go ahead and take my little journey. But what I'm basically doing in this clip, as I go ahead and explain a couple more things, is I'm just driving this back into my nightclub garage 2 where I started the glitch from, and then you'll see that I have 2 of these cars, one with my goose plate, and then I have this one that ended up taking the plate from the Fagio. So just enjoy the ride. I kind of change up to the cinematic view, which is kind of a bitch sometimes to drive, but regardless, we'll go ahead and get into it. So there are some issues that happen with this glitch, and if you notice, I did a live stream the other day, and my game was just messed up. I was picking up audio from another player who wasn't even my private chat, and then the glitch just really wasn't working right. It was to the point where I was supposed to hit up and A, and I wouldn't get tones at all. So then I started messing around. I would hit down, and then I would get the tone that I would get as if I was hitting up. And then same thing for A. I started messing around, and I was hitting the Y button and getting that deep tone. So I had to shut my game off, and that didn't help it, and I had to actually turn Xbox off. But there will be times where you will think you hit everything perfect, and then it'll spawn you inside your garage, either 3 or 4, whichever one you were actually selecting to go to. Or sometimes it actually could put you back in your garage, all your cars will disappear, you walk around for like 10 seconds, and then it'll spawn you at the warehouse, and then you have to actually go back and set up the glitch. So those are the issues that you could have, but I have been noticing that today, as of 11 a.m. East Coast time, this glitch has been working pretty perfect, to be honest with you. I have not failed yet today. The other days the timing seemed to be a little bit different, but it seems to be pretty easy right now. So again, you know, the biggest thing is make sure you have the car you want to dupe and the car you want to dupe over in the same garage, whether it's 2 or 3. And again, it's only garage 3 if you have garage 4 as well. So if you only have 2 and 3, you would start in 2. You would walk up to the door, select garage 3, you're going to hit A and wait like a split second or a half second, not even that. As soon as the screen starts to turn black, you hit up quick on the control pad, A at almost like the same time that you release the A, so you hear the 2 tones, and then you're all set. If you don't hear the tones, you're not going to end up being successful. If you only hear one of the tones, you're going to have an issue. Just make sure you know that your friend is in another free aim lobby or a different targeting mode. So you see right there, I got the goose car and then the one that I just drove in. If you wanted to repeat this, all you would do is just go back to the door and start it again. Just make sure that you have a car you want to dupe over, which I don't in this case. I'm just going to set some cars up, I guess, for a thumbnail. So I am going to be hosting a Fortnite 1000 V-Buck giveaway coming up either tonight or tomorrow during a live stream. Your guys are going to be able to participate by playing 2 to 3 rounds. I haven't decided yet, and whoever gets the most kills out of all the participants over a couple hours is going to walk away with that 1000 V-Bucks. But back to this video, if you guys have any problems, go ahead and leave a comment. You know I always try to help you guys out. I hope this works out for you. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't want to do the 10 card duplication glitch. I think it's just a little too complicated, takes too much time. But as far as this one, hope you guys like it, hope you can make it work. Thanks for watching, see you next time.